Welcome everyone to the first seated Qigong class. This is Monday, September 12th. We'll be doing this every Monday from 11 to 11:30 through November 28th. So I hope you'll join us. I'll have to miss a few classes, so we can't meet in person on those dates, but we will be pre-recording for those classes, so you'll be able to access them on the YouTube channel. So I hope you'll do that. I hope you'll join us as often as you can. Many of you don't know anything about Qigong. It is an ancient healthcare system out of China, thousands of years old. And it just makes a lot of sense to me. It puts us in touch with our bodies in a healing way and in connection with the natural world in which we live, all aspects of that natural world. For seated Qigong, we'll have some leg movement, but a lot of arm movement and a lot of posture work and breathing work. So if you haven't been doing much movement, it may feel a little challenging at first, but don't let that stop you from participating, because Qigong is easily modifiable. If I'm moving my arms up at this level, you can get benefit moving your arms lower down where it's less strain on your muscles. So remember that. Adjust your movements as you need to as we go along. I'll be explaining some of the things as not up front now. As we go along, I'll explain things like breathing and meridians, which are the pathways for energy in the body. Just like we have arteries and veins and capillaries for blood to move, there are pathways for our energy flow. And sometimes these pathways can become slow or stagnant. Sometimes they can become completely blocked. And so Qigong is about breath work and movement to keep these meridians, these energy flows open throughout the body and through every organ of the body, and keep us in a balanced state. So it's so important. The other thing that's really nice about seated Qigong is that most of our movements will involve the arms, and the meridians, the pathways for energy for the heart and the lungs, run from the fingertips up into those organs on both sides of the body. So anytime you move your arms or your legs, you are activating an energy meridian. So movement is always good, so long as you don't push yourself. Qigong is about balance, as I said before. So we do not push beyond our boundaries. We want a nice, even flow of breath and movement and inner peace. And the body benefits from that. I want to talk about one thing, and then we'll start moving. I want to talk about the mind-body connection. What that means is that whatever we think, positive or negative, whatever in our minds, the body's going to respond to. Sometimes we're aware of it when we get a headache or tense neck or tense back from stress or worry. Other times we're not aware of it when our blood pressure may rise or other physiological changes happen. So when we remember that whatever we think, whatever the mind thinks, the body responds to, positive or negative. Body doesn't know the difference between a positive thought or feeling and a negative thought or feeling. It responds to all. So we can use this to begin to help heal the body by thinking about love, thinking about healing, thinking positive thoughts about ourselves and our place in the world, in our life, as we do these practices, and the body will respond in a more positive way. And that's really, that was a really novel thought for me to learn when I first started doing Qigong. It's so helpful to know that. A couple other things. I'm going to tell you to smile. Not a great big smile, but just a gentle smile like Mona Lisa. Because when we smile, it activates the nervous system in a positive way. It relaxes the facial muscles, and it relaxes physiologically the body. And then we'll get into breathing in a little bit. Most Qigong practices will have a physical movement, a way of breathing, and then a mind-body consideration. So I will explain all of that as we go forward. But let's begin seated. Rest your hands wherever they're comfortable. If you need a pillow under them, if you have a long torso and they're comfortable up here, get a pillow in your lap. Both feet flat on the floor. And I'm going to lead us on a very brief guided meditation. And this will be to just kind of clear and cleanse and begin to ground us before we start moving. Grounding is very important. That's connecting to the earth and bringing down and out a lot of the fire energy that stirs up thoughts in our head and emotions in our heart, cooling that down, bringing it down into the earth. So we're going to work with some white light metaphor today in this meditation. You can also work with water. We'll try that in another class, and you can decide which you like best. But let's begin seated, and you can close your eyes, or you can have a soft gaze on the floor in front of you. And just notice your breathing. You don't have to breathe any particular way to start. Just put your awareness on your breathing. And now I would like you to begin, if you can, to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. If you are congested, you can use your mouth, but we take in more oxygen when we breathe through our nose. And this is the intention for breathing for most Qigong practices. Some of them have us inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, but put your awareness on breathing in this way now. And a little smile. And now imagine, if you will, that up above you, near the ceiling, in the center of the room, is a bright white light, a very pure white light. And it's radiating out in all directions, sending warmth and brightness out into the room. Invite that light now to shine down upon your body. Let the light rays cover your head, the top, the back, the sides, the front, covering your ears, covering your face. Light rays, white light, warming your whole head. And let the light spill down your back now, all the way off the back of your chair onto the floor. And it's going down your shoulders, down your arms, to your hands. It's falling down off your chin into your upper chest, rolling down the front of your body onto the floor. Get a sense of that white light. It's shining upon your thighs and your knees and rolling down your legs and feet into the floor, into the earth. All around you, front, your back, both sides. And now let the white light come inside your body as if you had an imaginary opening in the top of your head. Let the white light come in and move down through your skull, through your neck, into your upper chest, down your arms into your hands. Let it move down from the chest into the rib cage and all of those organs protected there behind the ribs, down into the lower belly, down into your backside, the tops and backs of your legs, the bones of your legs, the light moving through your legs all the way down to your ankles and into your feet. And as this light moves through the body, let it cleanse and clear and push out anything that's ready to be released. You don't have to know what it is. It may be a thought, an emotion, an attitude. Just be open to letting it go. Let the light move through you and around you, this beautiful healing white light. And now you can slowly move your hands and feet and open your eyes. And just check in with how you feel. We just cleared ourselves of whatever was ready to be let go. And now we want to ground. So I want you to put your attention on the soles of your feet where they're touching the floor. And as if you were a tree, send roots down into the earth from the soles of your feet. Let them go through the carpet, through the flooring, through the concrete slab, into the dirt below, through the rock and the gravel, the water table. Go to the center of the earth with your roots if you can, and grow your roots deep and wide. Strong, powerful roots into Mother Earth. Still breathing in and out through your nose as these roots move downward and outward. Still smiling. And then you can stop the root from growing and invite earth energy. We all know the healing power of walking out on the earth among the trees and the bushes and the dirt, the grass, the flowers, the sun, just walking out on the earth. We're going to bring some of that beautiful earth energy up through the roots that we just put down there. Let it rise up. Let it come into your feet, up through your ankles, up through your calves, to your knees, into the upper legs, into the bottom and the lower belly. Let it keep on flowing. There's an infinite supply of earth energy for us that helps us ground ourselves, stabilize ourselves. And remember, we pull that fire energy down into the earth, less cycling of the mind or worrying of the heart. This area right here in the abdomen is the center of energy in Chinese medicine. It's called the dantian. Dantian. It's kind of a couple inches below the navel and then in 2 or 3 inches. And so just put your hands on your dantian. And this is where we're going to hold this earth energy. The whole lower part of our body is filled with it, and we are connected powerfully now to the earth. Okay. I want us to do a special kind of breathing now that's going to help give a little flexibility to our spines before we do some bigger movement. And this is called spinal cord breathing. And I'll show it to you facing front, and then I'll turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. But basically, we put a gentle fist. We're not clenching, just very gentle. And our elbows are up about chest height. And we're going to open the arms as we inhale. The head goes just slightly back, not a lot. The arms go as far as you can. And you notice you'll feel the chest just opening up. We often spend time hunched over like this at a computer or slouching in a chair. So inhaling as we open the front of the spine is very good for our spine, for our back, our chest. And then exhaling as we come back together. Bring the fists and the elbows together and bend forward, opening the back of the spine. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Now let's look at that sideways so you have a better idea. This is how I begin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So join me. I want you to move at your own pace. You breathe and move at your own pace. You may be faster than I am. You may be slower, but I wouldn't go too fast because you want the chest to have a nice moment being open. And you want the back to have its moment being open. Inhale when your arms are back. Exhale as your arms and head and shoulders come forward. Do this with me. Spinal cord breathing. Don't clench your fists. Keep it gentle, soft. Let's do 3 more. Okay, good. Now catch your breath a moment. The next thing we're going to do is another breath work and movement practice for the spine and the neck as well, called crane neck. It can be done 2 different ways. We're just going to do one today. And if you're ready, I'll show you from the side, and then we'll do it together. You want to have your feet flat on the floor, knees a little bit apart. Notice I've got some separation here. Your arms can rest right on your thighs, or they can hang at your side. And what you want to do, again, breathing in and out through the nose, what you want to do is become aware of your spine, where it begins at the base of the skull and where it ends at the sacrum. And imagine the individual vertebra, because we're going to try to move the spine 1 vertebra at a time to help relax those little muscles that support the spine and open the spine as much as possible. Some of us can't open every individual vertebra because of surgery or just stiffness that we've developed over time. That's all right. Just do your best, knowing that that's the intention of the practice. So how it goes is I'm going to inhale while I'm up, and then I'm going to begin a slow exhale, moving my head down, then first vertebra at the neck, second vertebra, third, fourth, and so on, bending forward one vertebra at a time. And at a certain point, I reach the sacrum, and my head is very low between my legs, and then I start one vertebra at a time as I inhale and come up slowly. Exhale, and we'll move a little faster for breathing purposes. Inhale. Pace your breathing, pace your exhale, pace your inhale. Go at your own pace and begin to join me when you're ready. Exhale. Inhale. I'll speed it up a little bit. Exhale. Slowly exhale. Inhale slowly. Keep breathing. Try to not hold tension in your shoulders. Let your shoulders hang with your arms and hands. Don't force anything in your neck or back. Let it flow. Let it be easy and gentle. We're initiating some spinal movement. Exhale, going down. Inhale, coming up. Let's do two more. Okay, very good. That was crane neck. Now, over time, we are going to learn different Qigong prescriptions for each of our 5 main organs. This is Qigong practice that will benefit that specific organ. And we'll talk about the 5 elements, which some of you may have heard reference to, which are fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. And you may have heard some mention of air as a metal. That's in Japanese healthcare. Chinese is fire, earth, metal, water, wood. And they correspond to the seasons. So we're going to start with the season we're in right now, which is autumn. And the autumn season is also the season of lung energy. So we're going to be supporting our lungs with this practice. And the associated organ is the large intestine. So whatever we do for our lungs benefits the large intestine. This is the lungs are where we hold our grief. And so, and it's also, think about lung energy as an energy of letting go or releasing. And we see that in nature as nature begins to have the leaves turn colors and then let go. The tree lets go, the leaves are released. And so that is the lung energy as it shows up in nature. And you may find yourself, without even thinking about it, deciding you're ready to clear a closet or clear your car trunk or let go of some stuff that you don't need, physical stuff, emotional stuff. But often it's a time of where some grief rises up for us. And so doing the lung practice can be helpful. So I want to show it to you and explain it, and then we'll do it together. So the movement part has us with both arms to the side, fingers come together, and I'm going to show you up close. Fingers come together like that. We're not clenching, they just come together softly, okay? So now, if this is too high for you to hold your arms, remember, lower them as low as you need to go. So we start out here with an inhale through the nose. And as we come forward, soft elbows, your arms are not stiff. Rotate the fingers up and exhale as you come forward. So here we go. Open the arms and inhale, rotating the fingers down. You can push the arms back and then exhale slowly as the arms come to the front. Rotate, inhale, soft elbows, soft shoulders. Rotate the wrist, exhale. Rotate the wrists, inhale. Open the chest, rotate, exhale. Inhale, go at your own rate of speed. Get a good opening here, good stretch. Exhale. Don't clench the fingers. Don't stiffen the arm. One more time to the front, and then I want to talk about the arms, because a lot of us are going to have tired arms with some of this arm work. Don't let that be discouraging. Your arms can get stronger, but there are also ways to not stress the arm muscles in the forearm and the upper arm. And that is to realize that the arms start in the back at the shoulder blades in terms of Qigong movement. I want you to just put your arm out in front normally, and then move the shoulder blade forward. Look how much farther that arm moves just because the shoulder blade moved it. I'm not using this muscle or this muscle. I'm using my shoulder blade. So do that with me. Get a sense of what moving from the shoulder blade can do. And now, with soft arms, slightly bent elbows, soft wrists, let the shoulder blades hold the arms. Breathing in and out through the nose. Get a sense of that. Just wanted to point that out today. So keep that in mind as we do the lung practice. Get in touch with your shoulder blades, soft arms, soft elbows, soft shoulders, soft wrists, soft fingers. Inhale through the nose. Rotate the wrist as you come forward, moving from the shoulder blade. Shoulder blades retract. Shoulder blades push out and forward. Shoulder blades retract as you inhale. Shoulder blades push out and forward as you exhale. One more time. And that takes some of the pressure off the arm muscles. You're able to do the practice a little longer or a little higher up. But don't worry if you're doing the practice down here. Don't worry, because intention is very important in Qigong. Remember I said whatever the mind thinks, the body responds to? Our intention when we do this practice is that these arm movements are benefiting our lungs. And they benefit it because of the twisting and turning and movement of the lung meridians in both arms. We're stimulating those lung meridians. And there are very important lung acupuncture points here and here on both arms. So we are squeezing and releasing those acupuncture points, which also benefit the lungs. So it's time to close out. I lost a little track of time, so I hope we haven't run over, but we're going to close out by pulling down the heavens, which is one more clearing practice. We've done a little bit of Qigong today and may have released some stuff that's moving through our lymph, through our blood. Let's clear that out, send it down to the earth as well. So inhale, reach up into the heavens, grab some heavenly energy, just intend to hold heavenly energy in your hands, that unconditional love, infinite heavenly energy. And now bring it down. Bring it into your body, but the front third of your body. So you're pulling it into the front of your brain, your eyes, your sinuses, your mouth, your throat, down the front of your chest, thyroid gland, thymus gland, front of the arms, through all the skin, all the muscle, all the fascia, through every cell, through the front of the ribs, through the front of the lower belly, through the front of the legs, the muscles, the fascia, down the legs, the feet, and to the floor. Inhale again, keeping your hands moving in the same way in front of the body. Put your awareness on the back of your body. Pull this heavenly energy down through the back of your skull, the back of your spine, back of your neck, down through the back of your shoulders, your shoulder blades, the back of your arms, down through the back of your ribs, through your lungs and back, down through the kidneys and back, through the colon and the intestine and back, down through your bottom, down through the backs of the legs, all the muscles, the skin, the fascia, down through the heels and into the earth, clearing and cleansing whatever's ready to be released. More heavenly energy for the last time, and bring it down, this time into the center of your body, through the brain, through the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, the inner ear, the back of the eyes, the throat, the trachea, through the bones of the arms and fingers, through the heart and the lungs, down through the liver and stomach and pancreas, gallbladder, spleen, down through the colon and intestine, the sexual organs, down through the bones of the legs and feet, and into the earth. Let it go. And we have just cleared again. I hope you've enjoyed the class. We'll do 30 minutes every Monday. We'll repeat some things so that you learn them over time, but we'll add new things too to keep it interesting. I hope you can practice what you remember between classes. You won't remember everything, and that's okay. If you remember one thing, That's good. Learn that. And then the next week, you can learn something else. And I look forward to seeing you next week, which will also be recorded. I'll be away for the first 2 weeks of our 10 weeks. And then I'll see you in person on the third one, which is September 26th. If you want to come to church, I'll be here. But we'll also be on Zoom and YouTube. Have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.